A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give on the ground. It's Will Lutz. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw is Williams. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Working from the gun, Williams. It's taken in by Roman Dunze. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Marks gets it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. On 4th down, it's Williams. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix. To the right side and wheeled in by London. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're going play fake with Penix. Throw left side, finds Fanning. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And all he can get is 1 yard, land that right into the defensive front.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Throwing Penix. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. To throw, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And the Falcons scoop it up. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just like that, I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Here's Williams. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And could you?
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. Drake London with the touchdown. Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Falcons push their lead to 21-zip already. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. What is it? First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
Well, that run may not remove the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Motion to tight end left. On second down, Marks. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Williams to throw on first. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect the next decision. So this is...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Bears. New set of downs for him from the 31. Williams on first down. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. And that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Getting out to his left. All the left side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. Bit of an early blowout, 21-3. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Here's the long back on the handoff. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Another carry for him. That's That's not going to do the job. He's taken down behind the line. That forces fourth down.
Kid, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Fourth down, Penix. Ooh, puts him here under this one, right side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They're all set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Up the middle, it's Morris. And he comes through big here, 9 yards at 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The defensive stand here, they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Penix on 1st down. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. That throw intended for Drake London. So 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Right up the gut. 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down, it's Penix. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Makes the catch. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds his back, marks. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going left with Marks. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Difficult 3rd down coming up on the other side, Brock, of this 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fielded just beyond his 40. Fights his way through a tackle. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop the hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now a give running right. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the quick hitter. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal. Trying to push this past the marker. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First down, Williams. Looking underneath for Marks. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He'll throw it. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. DeMarco Hellams with the INT.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing here just before halftime. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. That kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, here's Penix. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's a Falcon first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
60 Bison.
Now Penix off the play action. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons grow because the officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
42. Bears 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Didn't lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. And a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Looking from the gun, Williams. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
18. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's Marks on the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Marks. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they have a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Give now to the running back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Now here's Williams. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
What is up?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The left side finds Birdie. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Williams throwing on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
79! Here we go, shot! 79 Broncos!
To the air with Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Rolling out to his left. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Drake London with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead.
Bears 10.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. Williams on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again! Xavier Watts picks it. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut into the lead by another point.
56. Bears 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Third down, it's Penix. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ready up!
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, here's Penix. Absolutely fires this one right side. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
What is it hard? Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. Fights up a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. The Falcons bring it in. The 40. Into the red zone. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
What's that old line about when it rains, it pours? Well, it's going that way offensively. A poor ball security day, and this defense is making them pay.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
63. Bears 17. Will Lutz.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Your work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. We put a receiver in motion right. Now Williams. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bears.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. Watch.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. Santos now for the extra point.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take 7 points off the deficit.
63. Bears 24. Cairo Santos.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lofts it deep right side. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
First and 10.
Man, not a lot of arms in the league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it ends up with the other team.
Yeah, not many today, Kate, and I would argue not many in the history of the game. It's a short list. I'll put Jeff George, John Elway, Jay Schrader had an absolute cannon. But you also got to have the smarts to know when to unleash a rope like that. Decision-making, not nearly as qualified as the pure arm talent on that throw.
They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready, try.
Another carry for him. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete. Boy, they had to look, Brock, and they just missed a touchdown as the throw put him a little bit too close to the edge of that end zone.
Handle priority number 1, that's to catch it and secure it. Unfortunately, did not leave enough room to land his feet in the end zone, despite what was really a tremendous effort.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down, and they go right back to it. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give it to him again. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. Back to the well again. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Trying for it with Penix. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. What's there to tack on the extra point? And they'll continue adding to their lead.
7. Bears 24.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Forced out to his right. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.